In this video, we will be installing Windows Server 2025, where we will set up DNS, DHCP, and an Active Directory domain. This setup will be isolated from our main network, but it will still have internet access. We will use Proxmox's interface to route traffic for the new VLAN. First, let's ensure we have the necessary installation files before creating the new VM on Proxmox. We will need the ISO for Windows Server 2025 and the VirtIO drivers. Since we are installing Windows, we need to provide these drivers separately. They allow the guest operating system to communicate more efficiently with the hypervisor. Let's open our preferred browser and search for Windows Server 2025 ISO download. Click on the second link, which takes us directly to the download page. Right-click on the download link, copy the link address, then go to Storage in Proxmox, select ISO Images, and choose Download from URL. Paste the copied link, query the URL to populate the name and verify it, then click Download. I already have the file, so I won't be downloading it again, but I will demonstrate the process with the VirtIO ISO. For the VirtIO ISO, use the link I will provide on the description and right-click on the link for the ISO image. Copy the link address, go back to Storage, then the ISO Images menu. Click Download from URL, query the URL, and click Download. Once the download is complete, we are ready to create the VM. Let's go to the Create VM button and enter the required information. In the General tab, type a name for the VM. In the OS tab, select the storage location and choose the Windows Server ISO image. Then, change the guest OS type and version accordingly. In the System tab, enable QEMU Agent and select the storage where the VM will be installed. In the Disks tab, change the bus to SCSI, set the disk size, and change the cache mode to Write Back for better performance. In the CPU tab, select the number of cores and change the type to host. In the Memory tab, enter the amount of RAM for the VM and decide whether to enable ballooning based on your resource allocation needs. In the Network tab, set the model to VirtIO paravirtualized and leave the rest as default. Click Finish when you're done. Before starting the VM, let's add the VirtIO ISO as a secondary CD drive. Go to the Hardware menu, select Add CD DVD drive, set the bus type to IDE, choose the storage location, and select the VirtIO ISO. Click Add, then power on the VM. Once the VM is powered on, don't forget to press a key to start the installation process. Select your language and keyboard layout, then click Next. Choose Install Windows Server and check the box to confirm that you're deleting everything. Since this is a new installation, there's no data to worry about on the hard drive. Click Next and select the OS version you want to install. I'll be installing the standard version with desktop experience. Click Next to continue. When selecting the installation location, you may notice that no disk appears. This happens because Windows doesn't recognize the VirtIO storage controller by default. To fix this, we need to load the drivers from the VirtIO ISO. Click Load Driver, navigate to the VirtIO ISO, in this case is D-VIAS2K25 AMD64. Click OK, select Red Hat VirtIO SCSI Pass-Through Controller, and click Install. After a few seconds, the disks should appear. Select it and click Next to begin the installation. Once the installation starts, wait a few minutes depending on your hypervisor's resources and the VM specifications. The machine will restart a couple of times. You don't need to press any keys during the reboots, so you can take a break and return later. When the installation is complete, you'll be prompted to create a password for the administrator account. Enter your password, click Finish, and wait for the login screen. Once it appears, enter the password to access your new Windows Server 2025 VM. Now we need to install the drivers for the remaining components in the VM. Open Server Manager, go to Tools, and select Computer Management. Then navigate to Device Manager. Under Other Devices, you'll see a list of controllers that need drivers. Right-click on each one, select Update Driver, choose Browse My Computer for drivers, and navigate to the appropriate folder within the VirtIO ISO. Install the necessary drivers one by one. Once the network adapter driver is installed, the VM should receive an IP address if there's a DHCP server on your network. You should also be able to ping the internet. Now, let's open the VirtIO ISO and complete the driver installation using the VirtIO Win Guest Tools package. This will ensure that all necessary drivers are properly configured. After installation, you should see the assigned IP address in the Summary tab for the VM. I'm going to rename the PC and select Restart Now. Now our server is fully set up and ready to have roles installed for our network. In the next video, we'll assign it to another VLAN and configure essential services. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on more simple tech tips. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video on Bite of Tech.